Hey everybody!
Yeah, we're back. Like that same check engine light on your dashboard. Hey guys, look, I'm not talking about nobody. Look, honestly, I'm not throwing shade. This is all me. Now fam, it's been a long time since I seen you, so I want to talk to you about a few things. Okay, so check this out, so. And I'm not talking about your dashboard light, cause I don't know if yours is on, but mine.
A little bit, babe.
Okay, so what they did with my dashboard light, right? So it pops up, bright orange. And see, when you're leaving out early in the morning, it's so orange, it's like you look like an alien in your car because your whole front part of your truck just lit up, right? So I said, you know, it was time to get an inspection. So I said, I'm gonna go disconnect this thing so I can get my inspection.
Disconnect what?
Nothing. So as I went there, and so the dude realized, he said, well, something wrong. He said, oh, he checked my car, he said, oh, I found this thing, and he connected it back. And it went back to bright again. Can't get your dashboard, you can't get your, inspection. You're gonna have to go do some things. So he said, you're gonna have to drive and you gotta go get something fixed. So I go do my due diligence. I go to auto, auto
store.
Yeah, the auto store. You know, so I go to the Napa Auto, whatever. But so I go there, right? And so the dude, he hooks the machine up, and the machine started talking to my truck, and both of them talking back and forth. And evidently, my truck told the computer the dude had, I'm not gonna change. I'm gonna just sit here and be bright, and that's what it is. So I pull away, and my light's still on, but the guy tells me to the side at the Napa Auto Zone / whatever. Western Auto. Yeah, that's what it is, Western Auto. So he tells me, he says, listen, between me and you, and don't y'all say nothing about this. Keep this between us. But dude says what you can do is you can take your positive battery cable off, take it loose, put it back on, and your light just, it resets everything. What?
What?
Girl, let me tell you something. I went over there and took that thing loose so fast. Look, it looked like it was
you supposed to be sharing that with the family?
Well, yeah. I gotta tell the family everything. I want them to know. And so I did that, and sure enough, light went off. I'm like, yeah. So I'm zooming straight to the place so I can go ahead and get my thing tested. See, dude said, wait a minute. He said, something's not right. You gotta drive like 50 miles, and then you can come back and get your inspection. So I drive 50 miles, and I come back and the light, at 49.5 miles, the light come back on.
That's what you get.
Man, what is this, man? So so I made it up in my mind. This is what I said. Look, man, I gotta do something about this. So I go to this other place. The place, the garage in the back by the railroad tracks.
That's Pookie's place.
Well, me and Pookie. So I went to Pookie and said, yo, man, I need to get this thing inspected. Pookie no, man, they own me. I can't do this no more. He changed his mind.
You're making this story up.
No, this is for real. Do you see my dashboard light on my truck? So this
I don't know. I don't be.
Well, so, Donna, you know what? You don't change. You don't change, Donna. It was a time you used to be in love with my truck. You would sit down on the passenger side. Matter of fact, you would drive Big Shirley. Now you don't change. But this is what take place. So all of a sudden we looking at this, and I just go to this. I say, you know what, that's it. I'm going to a reputable place where I can pull up. So when I pull up to get my thing, he goes in, he does my inspection, he comes back. He does my inspection. He does it, don't it. What? So he does the inspection. He comes back out. He says, you pass. I said, what? He said, yeah, you pass. I said, but, okay. He said, but you need to get that check engine light looked into, but he knew about it, so I thought he didn't know. He said, but your truck is so old, it's past that time, that time frame.
Oh, you grandfathered in.
So I'm grandfathered in. So I don't spend, Pookie don't got me for a few dollars, and little Nook and Pistol Starter, Ray, all them don't got me. So when I went to the witch complex, he gets it all, and so I realized, but it hit me.
So what you get?
No, I realized something. When I went to Western Auto, that's the auto parts place. So when I went to Western Auto,
that doesn't exist anymore.
It don't exist no more, but it used to be. So Western Auto, when their computers was talking back and forth with my computer and their computer, I realized something.
They say Rob trying to get y'all dog.
No, I realized something. I realized that your car has its own personality. So now that I know my car has its own personality, I start treating it like such. So So this is what I said to that car. I tell you one thing, this light will stay on until, I tell you one thing, God will turn the sun off before I turn you off. And I need you to understand something. Wherever you break down at is where you gonna stay. So your car, my car understood what I was saying. I don't know, telepathically, whatever, but my car understood because I ain't had no issues with my car. Now let me ask y'all a question. If y'all think I'm lying, sometimes y'all people think I'm just be playing. But have you ever babied your car and stroked your car and everything keep going wrong? Your car's a prima donna. That's exactly what it is. Glamour girl. So all you find out is a little glamour girl.
A pre-who?
A prima donna. All she want to do is your car. Every time you hit a bump, and all of a sudden disc go off with your car. You got to take it to the shop and get it done. Look, that's a good singer that wants to be like. She's like what's the guy? She's like a female Liberace or Little Richard. You know, so.
I just want to make sure you clarified that.
What you mean? What you mean? I ain't say a prima donna. You Miss Donna.
Okay.
Donna could either one. So I was looking at it. So this is what I'm saying. So when I realized that, so have y'all had that with your car? Every time you get something, every time you fix something, it complains about something else. Complains about something else and whine about something else. This light come on. Your tire's not pressure right. I mean, over and over again, you got all these things popping with your car. So I made it up in my mind. You don't get nothing. You get some gas, and if your temperature go up, I give you some water. Now I wash you. I take your tires and put armor all on you. I take care of things. You're gonna start taking care of me, and I meant that with my car. I saw this car from California. This thing had 3 spare tires on it, 1 normal tire. The back window was gone and it had some tape around a plastic bag. That car came from California to North Carolina. You think he care about his car? You think he sit down and prima donna his car? Look, y'all about to quit treating these cars like little glamour girls and let the car know. Break down right here and see this is where you stay. Every now and then, I'm not, listen, take it for what it's worth.
Right.
Take it for what it's worth. Every now and then, you gotta drive through certain parts of town and let your car know you break down. This is where you stay. I promise you, your car will, whatever it takes, I'm getting home, baby. I'm getting home. So I'm just saying, you got to learn to let these things happen. And so that check engine light now, that check engine light came on when Stephen was in the 9th grade. He finna go. Man, that check engine light came. I mean, we shook hands when Stephen was in the 9th grade, and we've been together ever since. That thing been on so long, baby. One time it went off on its own. I went and looked for it. Where you at?
You crazy.
So I'm just, okay, y'all, I'm sorry. I just hadn't seen y'all in a while, people. I haven't seen y'all in a while. But a lot of changes I done made. So let y'all talk to Donna a little bit, and then I'm gonna get back with you. But I'm just saying, sometimes you gotta let your car know. If you're gonna act like a fool, I'm gonna treat you like one. And you'll find out them people cars. Y'all seen them. There's a name for them.
The hoopties.
The hoopties. Look at hoopties. 1 snow tire on and it's 700 degrees outside. It's got 1 donut, a spare tire on the thing, and 2 tires that don't match. One came from the $5 man. I don't know with inflation, it may be $8 now for the tire. And then you'll find one that, a good tire. You know, they go through there and look, oh, that's a brand new tire, put that on. So you got 1 brand new tire, 1 $6 tire, 1 snow tire, and 1, you have a, your spare tire. But look at that hoopty. It's gonna go, that thing will drive you to heaven and it's gonna get you there. I don't know how far it is, you get enough gas, it's gonna get you to where you wanna go. But then you see these nice cars pulled over on the side of the highway because now this car's in its feelings. It feel like I don't wanna drive no further. Every now and then, go to a different zip code. I'm gonna say area code. Get to a different area code and just stop. Just stop and say, you know what? I'm thinking about making a phone call and have somebody to pick me up.
Are you done?
I'm just saying. I'm trying to tell them. I'm trying to catch y'all. It's been a long time since I sat down and ate.
It's been a minute. We've not been able to.
So I just want to let y'all know those are some of the things that it's still orange. And if Miss Donna get a picture, she'll let y'all see.
I'm not getting no picture. Stop telling me what I'm gonna do. I'm not getting no picture.
I didn't say you was. I said if. Donna, that denotes that you have a choice.
I didn't, choosing not.
Okay, but that's
your. Have to believe
but your choice, Miss Donica, was that you chose not to. But I said if.
Well,
that means you have the authority and power.
Don't say.
But I didn't know in the beginning that you weren't gonna do it.
You've done that before in a few videos. And she can get a picture. She can.
if, Donna.
But don't mean
Did y'all hear me say if?
Because I know when I see videos like that, I be sitting there looking, waiting on the picture to pop up. And then
Well, Donna, that's the assumption. If you assuming Miss Donna gonna get a picture because I say if denotes if Miss Donna wanna do it, and if she don't wanna do it, you ain't gonna get no picture.
Stop hollering at them now. Had nothing to do with your car want to break down in your engine light being on.
My car ain't gonna break down. My car, what did y'all just hear me? If my car break down, what did I say gonna happen? Would somebody please tell Miss Donna what's gonna happen if my car break down?
I told you before we turned the camera on, I kind of like have a little headache.
Donna, what's wrong with you, baby?
And you doing all this hollering.
Are you okay?
And you talking out loud.
I'm sorry.
Use your inside voice.
I'll check with Miss Donna to see and find out if she knows what I said. If the car break
heard
down.
what you said.
What did I say, Donna? What did I say? What did I say, Donna? What did I say? So that's the point that I'm making. But you say if my car break down, my car already done told you it ain't breaking down. My car break down is gonna break down in the driveway.
Well, the engine light come on thing. Listen.
So last thing I want to say with that, and I found out. See, I did my research. I did my research with a check engine light. Do you know a check engine light ain't got nothing to do with your engine? Yeah. That's the Donna, what you stealing? What you stealing?
This is
Hold on, wait a minute, Donna.
Well, you've been missing it because that's the third time I picked up your toast. I was waiting on you.
I'm just saying, Donna.
You don't have to.
I'm just saying, so you go ahead, so y'all, I'm just saying. So guys, that's some of the stuff that's some of the stuff I've been into since I ain't seen you guys. So I'm gonna let y'all haul at Miss Donna for a minute, and then we gonna get back together.
You
so
gonna
I'm just,
finish eating?
I'm gonna eat in front of me.
Yo, you gonna eat in front of you?
Yeah, I'm eating in front of me. So that's just what I'm saying to everybody. We gonna be there together, guys. Hey, I love y'all. I ain't seen y'all in a.
Dog, listen.
I ain't seen the people, dog. Hey, everybody, how y'all doing?
He missed y'all, but it's been a long time since we've been able to do breakfast because we have been wide open. So this is maybe slow. Chew your food before you stop stuffing your mouth. I know you hungry. Ain't nothing like my breakfast, right?
Miss Donna.
Ain't nothing like my breakfast, right?
Yes, ma'am. It is your breakfast is good, but Miss Donna, please.
It's stuff in your mouth.
Be like that check engine light. Just realize we gonna be together. We gonna be together. We gonna be together.
Ooh, you didn't give yourself time to swallow. And then he got a big old plastic soup spoon. Baby, why you get the big plastic soup spoon?
Let me tell you something. I looked at all the spoons.
We have real spoons.
I looked at all the spoons you had. There was one or two problems with them. One, it was too small. Notice the curvature in there. You can get more in
Baby,
there.
it's the spoons we've always had. So now they're too small all of a sudden because you hungry want some breakfast.
Donna, when the last time I told you I talked to everybody? And it's like I'm eating for them too.
Oh, okay. So you need a soup spoon. You can get more on the spoon. Y'all see, ain't nothing changed. But y'all, it's been a long time, so we said we have got to stop. This isn't even a Saturday. This is like a midweek video. But in any event, y'all, we appreciate y'all so much. You've just seen, let's see, probably a few days ago you saw the video where we were moving our dude number 2, aka our baby boy, from his dorm room into his new apartment. Y'all, no more college life videos. That's it. Well, once we get the graduation video done, but that's it, y'all. So we will have a graduation video, and I'll do some clips with the graduation video, the actual graduation. But then later on, we have our graduation celebration. Then I'll have our videographer to do that because I'm going to be hosting and mingling with people, and I really won't have time to be behind a camera. So that will be more of the professional video that you will see of the actual
Yours professional.
graduate. I mean, no, you know he does so much better editing than I do.
Have you used
with
any of this stuff yet?
You made me lose my train of thought.
I'm saying with this.
I'm tired of having edit.
I know, but I'm saying your editing is real good. Don't you
I
agree?
appreciate you. I mean, my editing is good, but
Yeah.
he has a different little spin on his editing. So I just said all that to say that he's going to do the graduation cookout because I won't be able to. I want to mingle with, of course, our family and friends, and I'm really distracted when I'm holding a camera. So he'll have to do that. But hopefully we'll get some good clips like for graduation day during the actual ceremony. We need you all to pray, touch and agree. We're believing for, they're calling for some rain. But right now it's a 50% chance. But we need beautiful weather for the graduation because it's outside that morning. And also the cookout is outside. They're both outside. And Steve and I both talked the other day. And being that he graduated in 2020, and you know what our world was experiencing, and they could not have a traditional graduation. They actually did not have a graduation ceremony. They did a drive-through to come and pick up their diplomas. So we're saying, Lord, please be merciful and allow us to be able to have the graduation outside and enjoy his graduation cookout and everything that's been planned for outside under a shelter, but also although under a shelter, still outside.
Don't quit yelling.
I know, I'm just trying to get it out. I'm sorry, y'all.
So
that's where we are.
now, she has been.
I am exhausted.
Let me say this, everyone. We are delighted to fill you guys in on what's going on with our family. But there's a whole lot of stuff we don't show you guys. A lot of stuff we don't show you. So Miss Donna has been really wearing 6 or 7 hats, really, for real. I mean, I've been trying to hang with her in this thing, so I go to bed sometimes at 1:30. She's not going to bed till like 3:30, and then back up at 5:50, 6 o'clock. So those are the type of things she's doing. She is truly wearing a whole lot of hats. We're in the home stretch, people. We're in the home stretch, and I promise you guys, I give y'all my word, if we don't know how to, we're going to learn how to be empty nesters. I can promise you that. It's our first step to being an empty nester.
For real.
For real, is we just going to sleep for a couple of, I just want to, just as long as we want to. Just, I don't know, buy some blackout curtains and everything and just sleep, turn off the clocks.
You know, I wear the mask. I wear it. Any of you guys use a sleep mask? I literally sleep in a sleep mask every night that covers my eyes. I just do. And I have done it for years, definitely over 10 years. I've done it for a long time, definitely over 10 years. I say over 15 years. I use a sleep mask, so he doesn't.
Okay, I mean, I can't even keep, I try to put, look, I can't do it. It's somehow, some way, the mask gonna end up somewhere else in the bed with me. Look, just get off me, get off me.
When I get in the bed and reach for my mask, I'll be like, oh, wait a minute, don't let me forget it. But I do, I've done that for over 15 years.
I ain't gonna black out my eyes, I'm gonna just black out the whole
And the reason I started doing it, because I wake up several times during the night, and I thought that, you know how you wake up and you open your eyes, if it's still dark, if I have a mask on, it's still dark, maybe I won't realize that I've opened my eyes, and it'll be easier for me to go right on back to sleep, if that makes any sense. But anyway, I've really come dependent on it because, like I said, I use it every night. But you don't do that, so when you wake up, you see the brightness in the room.
It's something I wanted to remind you to tell the people.
You'll remember.
We're going to talk about it.
Oh, we have been so busy. Thank you all so much. We have hit and surpassed 300,000 subscribers.
Hey, damn.
Family members.
Yeah, the family don't grow some more people.
But yeah, and we wanted to do a celebration because we had talked about it a while back, but it snuck up on us and passed us. We were past 300,000 before I even realized that we had hit 300,000 family members. So thank you all. Thank you all so much. It's just, as you know, it's just been crazy busy. So,
and it's again, it's amazing how fast this thing has been rolling, because for the family that has been with us when we hit the 5,000, when we first hit 5,000, we was upstairs. And you guys may want to go back and look at that. We was upstairs and just some little lights me and you had, and we hit that 5,000, and now we're at 300,000, and that is all because of two things. That's because of you guys and your commitment to the family. And on a real tip, we want to say thank you. We so appreciate it that you guys have invested your time in our lives, and that is to see with our kids, our grandkids. You guys seen some incredible stuff. Y'all seen the birth of the grandbabies. You seen the sons leaving and going away to start their lives. You seen us with great celebrations with them and some low points. You guys have seen it all and walked through it with us, and just to know that we have you guys, your laughter and your prayers and your anxieties and your frustrations, all of it just riding along with us. We just want to say thank you guys.
We do appreciate it. Just thinking about what our daughter Donice has come through, aka Toot, with her surgery, and then what's going on with Steven and graduating from college and moving. Your comments have been so encouraging and so heartwarming and just wonderful. Your prayers, your thoughts, your concerns, your gifts that you all have sent. You all are amazing. You saw, so he still has gifts coming in, but you saw the last video when we were at his apartment. I was trying to kind of pan over with the camera his gifts and things that he was opening, and he was so excited opening the gifts and reading all the little notes that he didn't realize was in there.
That's amazing. That was the most. I would not disregard at all what you guys have sent. Thank you on his behalf, and I'm sure he would thank you. But the thing that was the most amazing to me was when he seen your notes. He sat down with the notes as if he was reading a novel just to himself, and he really enjoyed that part. So your personal, your identity in the notes that you wrote with him, he took all of the stuff in. He really took it in, and that was a part of him. And he really enjoyed every bit of it. And so, guys, just remember, like you would with your family, your kids, especially to parents out there, your kids, you that pray, keep them in prayer. He started out in life. We don't want to overwhelm him, but he is doing a very good job of adjusting and changing, understanding that now responsibility is on him. And so he's making the necessary adjustments.
In the video, we were moving him in, and we were looking at some of the gifts. I was saying, Steven, turn on the light. He told me, no, that's a light bill. He told me they can see me just fine. I said, oh, you worried about a light bill now? You worried about electricity?
No, it was amazing. No, I'm not turning the lights on. If y'all can't see me, what if y'all look the same way? And it reminded me of an episode. I don't know if you guys ever watched this sitcom, Everybody Hates Chris, where the dad was so cheap. He took a picture of what was in the refrigerator and taped it on the refrigerator.
So you wouldn't have to keep
opening it.
That's a good idea.
But so the funny thing was, that's why Steven, man, if y'all don't know what I look like, I look the same way that I looked before. So he's that.
Little sir.
Little things like that. He's now understanding. When you're clicking these lights on and off, it costs. So it's just, again, so it is very humorous watching it. Watching him grow up from the young boy to a young man, from a young boy to a teenager to now a young man. So guys, remember, keep him in your prayers, and I just let it go from there, because as he begin to grow and see some things, they have that option. As you say, your internet nephew, just, I'm looking, they got any words for me, because it's, I'm watching him budget out his bills, and I'm telling you. So he was budgeting his bills with mama, and he's really going through, and he realized, I don't have enough money. And he like, he's telling mom, I'm like, to freak out, because he didn't have enough money, and didn't realize that what did he do? He just left out a whole check.
Left out a whole check. Actually, we started budgeting.
Left out a whole check.
We started budgeting the earlier part of the year, close to January. But things like his energy bill, even his phone bill and internet, he didn't have exact, amounts for those things. So we kind of had a month budget, had all of his bills written out, and we had gone through, talked about, babe, this is what you need to be making in order to pay this. He had an idea of what his rent would be, but, kind of gave him a pretty good ballpark figure as to what he needs to be making and bringing in financially to handle his bills. So we had already done that part. Well, now that he's in his apartment, he has a little more information about other bills and the amounts. He was at home, and he was, getting everything set up and going through his bills and stuff again. And he FaceTimed me. He said, Mom, can we like go over my bills and stuff? I'm trying to figure some things out. So we started going through them, and he was very calm. He was very calm, but we kept talking, and he was adding stuff up, and you know, he talked about his energy bill and, you know, car insurance bill, and he went on and took himself off of our cell phone bill and got his own account. So now he has a cell phone bill plus the internet, and he's doing all of that. And listen, it seemed like it was some more month left at the end of the money. And someone added, and I said, babe, I said, did you do both of your checks? I said, you get paid twice a month. He was like, Mom, thank you so much. He said, because I'm sitting here like, oh my goodness, I moved too soon. I made a mistake. I'm going to have to hear a lecture from Mom and Dad because I know I went through but he had totally left out an entire 2 weeks worth of pay. And he said, Mom, you don't realize the pressure that you just took off of me. And I said, baby, yeah, you've left out a whole check. That's why you got some more month left at the end of the money, because you didn't include all your money.
And that little bit right there, that little scare will grab hold of him. Yeah. Which now makes him say, well, okay, let me make sure with the money I've left over that I put something up. Mm-hmm. Because rainy days do come. That's what we call incidentals. And I have a little napkin that I was scribbling stuff on as we were talking. And he would give me an amount, and I would write that down. And of course, he included, okay, he knows what he's getting paid. And one of the first things he said was taking out his tithe and his offering. And we had that amount written down. So he was going to be coming home this past weekend. So he said, Mama, can we sit down at the table and go through this again? I said, yeah, baby, I'm going to save my little nap. He said, all your little notes you took, Mama, make sure you save them. I said, well, baby, I was just scribbling on a napkin, but I'll keep it. So when he was here yesterday and we sat at the table, he said, Mom, you had your napkin? I said, yes, baby, I had my napkin. And he wanted my budget sheet that I use. I have a budget sheet, or a bill sheet, more or less of a bill sheet that I use, and how I log all of our bills and how I pay them. I did do a video on that, and it's so sweet. Side note, there was one of our YouTube family members that started using that years ago. I think something happened with her computer and she couldn't find the document, so she sent it back to me. She sent me an email and said, Miss Donna, will you please send me that video? I can't find that video again. So I sent her that video, and she's been using it for years, and she loves it, and it's real simple. Hopefully I won't forget, but I will I'll link the video here just in case some of you are interested in seeing that. Speaking of, side note real quick, I'll go back, emails and stuff. You guys, I'm extremely behind with emails. I've said before, you know, I don't, Facebook messages, because between emails, the messages on YouTube, messages through Facebook Messenger, I can't keep up with all of these different places where people are sending me messages. Y'all, I told you I'm one person. So please, I don't even look at the Facebook messages. Facebook in the Messenger, so it's like another sip. Just send me, you know, some of the ones I even miss on YouTube, because oftentimes there's so many. But between YouTube and email is your best bet to, you know, get a response. Sometimes it may be 3-4 weeks later or longer, but I just can't. So I try to dedicate maybe a little bit of time to do emails, because if I just sat and did that all day, I wouldn't have time to video. I mean, because you have to realize I'm videoing, I'm editing, we're trying to do comments and emails, and it's just a lot. Like I say, I'm just one person, so I had to learn a few years ago to take that pressure off of me, to try to respond to everybody, because there is no way. So please, you know, if you don't get a response, don't charge it to the fact that, you know, she's uppity and she doesn't care, and at least she could have done was to respond. Y'all, it's a whole lot. So anyway, so back to that, I will link that video, but I printed out his bill sheet, but I left the bill information for him blank, so he can write in his bills, and just, you know, I went over with him how he fills it in, and different little notes and stuff I do on the bill sheet. So he had several of those to take with him yesterday, but he felt better after we sat there and we went through the bills, and then just having that conversation of
First things first. I said your bills and what you're financially responsible for is first. So this shopping on Amazon, getting tennis shoes and clothes and all this extra stuff that you need, that you want, not that you need, you have to prioritize.
Yes.
Because we also had them include an amount where you need to be trying to save for incidentals, because stuff happens.
It's like pressure. But let me say this. I want to interject this here. And I take a serious shift here. As things get serious, as I get into a serious thing of this mode, I want to just say to the family, as we're crash coursing Stephen, because of his life. He's there now. But let me say to you, to the family, and I really mean what I'm about to say here. It's really tough. I joke around with my truck and my check engine light and things of that sort, but I'm sure there are some in the family. The struggle is really real, and we do not take that for granted with you. So many that is a lot that is going on. So let me help you take some pressure off of you. You don't have to have that name brand bag. You don't have to get your kid those sneakers. I think one of the worst things we did, and if I could go back and change it, thank God the kids, they turned out fine. But I think one of the worst things we did is we did not let them see us when we was really in the struggle. We covered them by any means necessary because we didn't want our kids to carry that. But that made us stronger. So I want to say to each and every last one of you out there, sometimes you just got to tell your kids no. We can't afford to do that. Take that pressure off of you. Okay, everybody else's kid may have it. And there's a lot of people that will bling their kids out or get that car or get this thing and say, I deserve it. Just because you want it don't necessarily mean you deserve it. Now, I don't want to be preaching, but I just want to say to you, I would rather see you miss that hot item and have peace of mind than to go get all of these items that nobody is going to even care about after the second or third time you wear it, but you're still paying for it. So, guys, please, tell the kids or give them that mentality. You got to get out there, get a job, and let them save their money. Let them pay for it, because many times if they pay for a thing, they're more apt to appreciate and take care of that thing. So I just want to say to the family, some of us out there, you're really facing a tough time. This too will pass. This too will pass.
And but I think we are the norm. This is just the abnormal. I think we are kind of abnormal in maybe sometimes our parenting style and just the way we do things. A lot of people find it, I think a lot of people find it challenging at times to tell the kids no, especially if you are a situation where you're a single parent and there's an absent parent that may not be doing their part financially. A lot of times the parents who are present will try to fill that void and make up for what they're not getting, and hate to tell the kids no, so they do whatever they can to try to provide that, for that child. So it's challenging. I think it's challenging because there are some parents who are really more of a friend to their children as opposed to a parent. We don't believe, we're not trying to be your friend. We are parents, and when we look at how we were brought up, my dad didn't believe in saying things 2 and 3 times to us. I'm gonna tell you one time, and that's gonna be it. So although we have maybe some parenting similarities as our parents, we do some things a little different, but we're consistent in what we do, and we mean what we say. Even when they were little, we just didn't play. For example, you have some kids where they be hitting their mom or something, and they laughing, and you think it's cute right now, but that baby's gonna grow up, and you allow that child to hit on you and think it's funny and think it's cute, and then when they get a little older, they can be 5, 6 years old and get mad because because they can't have their way, and then they want to swing, and it's not cute and it's not funny anymore, especially even after 5, when they grow up and become adults, and they want to swing on you because you telling grown folk no. It's not cute. So little stuff like that we didn't allow our kids to do, And when we said no, we went no. If it's yes, we meant yes. If we say don't do it anymore or stop it, then that's what we mean. And we have that same sternness with Jackson because he's strong-willed.
Very strong-willed.
So that makes a difference.
It does,
can be hard.
and it is. And do you know what works best for your family? I just say for us, if there's errors that was made, I'm just a firm believer in if somebody going to tell me a way where I don't have to make the same mistakes and I can get the same result or a better result, I'm going to follow that. And I'm saying to your kids, I think what we did is a handicap to them in that. And instead of now having to go the long way around, we could have gave them the shortcut. And the shortcut is you can't have everything that you want when you want it. Sometimes you're going to have to wait it out and you have to budget. And sometimes by the time if you have to wait it out and budget, you'll find out you really didn't want that because by the time you save up the money to buy that, the next new thing is out. And so there's always going to be a new thing.
And we're not trying to say that we're perfect parents and our parenting style is perfect. By no means are we saying that. But I feel really good about how we parented our children. And it's just certain things that we didn't have to deal with as it pertained to our children, and I know it's because of how we raised them. You know, we had some issues, but
right. And I say that to say now that with Stephen, since we're talking about him, he's to the point he understands now. Although I want this, I don't need this. And there's a lot of people don't understand the difference. They will take a want and put it over a need, and then when the need shows up, they don't have it, and now you're in financial distress or duress, and you have a serious issue, stress, and all of these things. Sometimes in life, if you're not doing this thing right, you're going to be so tired. The new name shoes don't really matter because you're so tired from working so many hours that you're not going to wear them anyway.
And you know what? That's something that we never did. We didn't. Even our children, some people may beg to differ. I remember even when our kids were younger, some people that have several children, when they buy one child some shoes, they buy everybody some shoes. Excuse me. We never did that because Tay may need some shoes. What Markel and Donise and Stephen don't need a pair of shoes. And we didn't want to put in their mind because he got something, they thought they were supposed to get something too.
Birthday thing.
Or you may have two kids that need a pair of shoes and the other one doesn't. So we didn't want them to learn that if my brother gets something, some shoes, I'm going to get some too. Or yeah, we had an issue with the birthday. One of our middle boy, every time it was somebody's birthday, he would talk about him and his birthday, and it's not your day. It's not your day. We're not going to talk about your day. It's not your birthday. When it's your birthday, we're going to talk about your birthday.
And those are life lessons.
Yeah, and those are just some of the things that we learned and we just chose to do with parenting our children. And we are so thankful that we're proud of all of them. We never had to go get a call that one of them in jail or anything. So we're proud of them. And with Stephen, we're just trying to, like Dad said before, give him the best start possible. The best start possible. And what he does with it,
it's his business.
That's his business. You know, Dad and I, we've done our part. We were thankful and blessed to be able to, you know, with our children, they had their first car, you know, because they got to the point, like, listen, once they got their license and they were ready to drive around, we were able to get them, you know, their first car and things like that. But, you know, even if we were in a situation where we felt like we couldn't have gotten them their first car, then we wouldn't have done it. You know what I'm saying? We know they want a first car, but if we can't do it, we can't do it because financial stress is just that. It's stressful. It's stressful.
And we're just saying to your parents, I know you may already know this, but sometimes you might just need to hear this. You guys, you did a good job. You've done a wonderful job thus far, even though you cannot get them everything or we cannot get them everything they want. But you're not just pleasing a kid, you're building an adult.
Right.
And what you want, the end game is that we have so taught them that they are able to go out and make it on their own, as opposed to never trying to make it back. And now you're 40 in the basement, never trying to move.
Yeah.
I would rather see my kids go out and try with everything they can, and it doesn't work, and come home. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, they'll always have somewhere to come.
Home is here, so to be able to do that, as opposed to never even getting out trying.
Yeah.
Because if the normal ways of life go, as parents, we're going to go before our kids. And once you're gone, if they have not taught, who's going to take care of them?
And even now, with everything that's going on in the world, rent prices are
crazy.
ridiculous.
It's crazy.
People are becoming homeless because they can't afford rent.
So it is crazy.
If there's something that we can do, you know, we've trained our children how to budget and finance. You know, even with Toot and some of her friends, you know, sometimes they may want to go out, and when I say go out, like go to a restaurant and go do certain things. Donnice was saying in a minute, I can't do that. I'm not going. That's not in my budget. And then she has the little responsibility of the little bitty baby dude, Jackson. She's learned how to say, I can't do this or I can't do that, because what we're not going to do is bailing you out because you want to shop and you want to eat out and you've not budgeted, you know. No, you're going to have to figure it out.
Let me tell them, life is choice driven. You
live
and die
by the choices
you make. So please
choose wisely.
Now that's what we mean. We really mean that. Life is choice driven. And if you make the decision, to get in a mess, we're going to let you stay there in that mess.
So you can learn a lesson. And see, that's one thing. We may not have shared everything that we were going through when times were really hard and we went through the foreclosure and lost our home. Because I just felt like there was just some things kids don't need to worry about. And we didn't want them being worried about, okay, if we lose our home, where we're going to live. I just didn't want that. But they've seen the sacrifices that we've made. Our children have not seen me go on a regular basis to get my nails done. I just started doing that, maybe within the last year. They've never seen me on a regular basis go get my hair done all the time. I know there's some people are fortunate enough that they can go, because some ladies, they just love getting their hair done every 2 weeks or every week. I'm not knocking.
We're not knocking you, sister.
I'm not
if you
knocking
can,
at all.
do you.
But my children have never seen that with me. And now that we're at a point that I can do that, they know that we've made sacrifices. I told Steven, that's why I was trying to teach him how to use the clippers and shape up your own neck. So
I was going to ask this question. Barber prices are crazy.
Yeah, so you won't have to be going to the barber shop every couple of weeks.
Do you see how much it costs to get, man, do y'all see what it is for a haircut? Man, when we was growing up, we had one in the neighborhood to put that bowl on your head and we just go with it. Okay, but now we got better at it. So the point is, it's
life be
what in the world?
And it's real. It's sad. So
seriously, you see the barber prices?
Yeah, they're crazy. So if we are, we get some little comments every now and again about what we do for our children. But if we're in a position and our children are drowning, and we don't do what we can do as parents to prevent them from drowning. This is our parents.
Yeah. Now if you get out there and you get yourself purposely on a mess, if it ain't gonna kill you, I'm gonna let you swim in that water for a while. I'm gonna let you swim out there. You gotta learn to survive. But if life just life and that happens, we're gonna be there, to help our kids along the way.
Because we experienced it. Life was life. We lost our home.
Yeah.
We had somewhere to go. Thank God for my parents.
Yeah, exactly. So the thing is, life happens. It happens. So to you guys, I'm just saying, I said all that to say this. We want to pray around the world. I just want to say to you guys, good job. If you haven't done it, if something that we missed, that we learned, now do what it is that you learned. But please realize that you don't have to. A lot of these malls and things are closing down. People cannot afford this stuff anymore. Everything is just crazy high. And you got to do what's needed over what's wanted. And so take care of the need.
It can be scary for some people, because I've seen some things I never would have thought I'd see the day. And we get frustrated every time we go in the grocery store.
It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
This is crazy.
But so we're just saying, people, that's all. Let's just hold together. And, if you need a prayer, we got a prayer. Let us, put that there. We'll show enough. I get it. I'll show enough put you before the throne of grace and crying out to God for whatever it is. But we just saying, I like to say, at 300, now passing 300,000, we want to say thank you to the family. We so appreciate you. And last but not least for me, let me say this for Donna. She really puts a lot of time in videoing and editing, to making sure the right music and everything. What she does is she works late hours to give you guys quality. And you guys have reciprocated the love by saying, showing your support for those things which she produced and put on her channel. So we just want to say to all of you guys, thank you, for being on the journey with us. And so thank you so much for being a part of the subscription family. So
And don't, like, again, please don't charge it to my heart if I can't get to you, if I can't respond. I'm just one person, and since our family is so large now,
and we have reached out a family member that by the time we contact them, everything was taken care of, but we didn't know.
I mean, because sometimes I'll get messages, see, well, somebody's needing an answer like right then or the next day, and it may be weeks later, and I'm like, I am one individual.
Yeah, so
that has a husband, adult children. We do ministry,
and life, and on and on and on. So,
and I don't think people realize how much work YouTube content creators. This is work. This is work. It takes me, depending on what kind of video it is, it's going to take me a good 8 hours to edit one video, depending on the video. Now, a couple of them, like a video like this, won't take quite as long because there aren't a whole lot of clips. But whenever you see all those clips, like, you know, in the hospital, I think somebody made a comment about too long. Well, baby, just don't look at the video if you thought it was too long. But the majority of you guys appreciate it, but I was trying to share so much, and that was over the course of 2 days. Videos like that take so long to edit, and in the meantime, I'm trying to do that, maybe capture another video, and we got emails coming in and other messages, and it's like, ooh, it's a lot, but I enjoy it. And that's why I don't think I could ever totally turn my video editing over, because people have reached out where I could just send them my clips and then they would do my videos. And when I tell you I enjoy editing, and there are things, I know what I want to stay in the videos. The flip side of that is I know what I need to take out of the videos. But even adding the music, sometimes I can sit for hours just listening to the music to decide what music I want to insert in the videos. So y'all, it's a lot, but I so enjoy doing it. I really enjoy doing it. So I thank you in advance for giving me grace if you can't, if you don't hear from me. And I guess maybe sometimes I could probably, depending on how many questions or things I get, sometimes it may be good just to do a video answering the questions as opposed to, you know, answer all the different emails, because I would be surprised, and maybe you all too, sometimes I think some of the questions asked other people want to know the same thing. Right. So maybe if I could do a video sometime to answer those questions.
That sounds like a good thing. It seems like it would be fun questions. Read them out and just answer your questions right there and go from there. You know,
yeah.
It's good.
I appreciate y'all, and I love capturing and doing video and editing, because I talk to y'all like y'all sitting right here with me. It's just I love it. Before I forget, this is going to be this should be the last video that you see, because this is graduation week. So this is the last video that you will see leading up to graduation, and maybe give us about a week. Let me take a little time off to kind of get my whole mind back right, and, you know, just relax a little bit.
I'm telling you guys, it's been a lot.
Take a few days.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Shut it down. I'm probably not gonna look at comments. We're not emailing. We're not doing. I just need.
So, man, just need a mental health moment. That's what we're gonna just need, a mental health moment. Break. So it's just so again. I'm good. You good, babe?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited, you all. Graduation is just, I don't know, depending on what day this video goes up, it's going to be in the next day or two. Graduation, so we are excited. Family is coming into town. It's exciting times.
So if there's one thing we can ask you guys, if you remember in prayer for, just hold back the weather. And so we're not saying all day, Lord, just give us that window,
that morning,
that from that morning to no later than 6.
After 6. But what happens for graduation? Because the graduation is outside too, so they're going to look at the weather. And we'll get an email, or Stephen will get an email the day before graduation to let him know whether or not the graduation will be moved from outside to indoors. If it's moved indoors, they're saying that there can only be 3 people at the graduation.
Imagine that.
And it's like, Lord,
3 people.
They was robbed of their high school graduation. Lord, please be merciful. But at the end of the day, God has the final say. So I'll just try not to be too sad.
And so my thing will be,
If we have some liquid
nevertheless,
sunshine, we celebrating regardless.
Yeah, we're gonna celebrate. So my thing will be whatsoever God let happen. We thank you. We're just asking what our preference is, but nevertheless, not our will, Lord, but let yours be done. And we're okay with that because just like we are praying for something, someone else may be praying against it, meaning they need something else.
Right.
Yeah. So, and I'm not saying they bad and we're good. We are normally. We are selfish creatures as humans. That's what we do. We want what's going to please us. But nevertheless, I accept your will be done. So I'm good.
So I can see y'all. All right, you guys. Well, this is it. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, please consider doing so.
By hitting the nosy.
And that's turning on that notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever we're over here doing all the things. So we appreciate you all. I'll be back in the kitchen soon. Maybe in the next couple of weeks. But we need to rest and recuperate a little bit, okay? Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. We already look forward to you joining us again next time. Bye.
We gotta get back to shaking something.
Oh yeah, just shake something. I forgot about
We're gonna get back to shaking, people, because
shake
all
something.
of the pressure
That's
be
that
off us.
That's that notification bell that's shaking. So we used to say, just shake something.
Yeah, we'll tell you that, but right now everything is being slammed for us. So once everything lighten up on us, we can get back to shaking. Just shaking something. Just shaking something.
Bye y'all.
Everybody.